Good afternoon, everyone. Well, we're down to the semifinals, and with just the 4 teams left, semifinals, finals yet to go. They've gotten a quick start here. Semifinals of the 2016 Canadian Mixed Doubles Curling Trials, live from the Nutana Curling Club in Saskatoon. Sean Joyce, Susan Lang with you at the broadcast table.
Hey, good afternoon, curling fans, and welcome.
Carrie Tarasov running the control panel, and birthday boy Terry Hersicorn on the hand cam.
Looks like we're
going to feature Team Saskatchewan, Marlies Kasner, Dustin Kalthoff against Laura Crocker and Jeff Walker.
He can do this, hey? Okay, guard.
So they all started 5 minutes early here.
Kind of caught us off guard.
So first ends are well underway. We call them Team Saskatchewan because one way to qualify for one of the 32 positions in this competition is to come through your member association and provincial playdowns, and that's what Dustin did anyways. He came through with partner Sherry Anderson, but he required a replacement as Sherry went to Digby, Nova Scotia for senior women's. So Marlies Kasner clearly has been a very able replacement. For those of you familiar with the Stephanie Lawton team, Marlies is the lead for that team.
I could have took a little more ice. Then it wouldn't have been too easy.
So last rock here in this first end belonging to the team of Crocker and Walker, and it sounds like it should be some kind of a law firm or something.
They got.
I kept thinking Miami Vice partners.
Like the shooter.
Shot stone belonging to Team Saskatchewan. The red stone at the top of the button. No access to it right now, so looking to make the double peel.
What happens if you
rolled up a little, actually? Fresh double.
Got the double peel rolled out of play.
They picked that out.
So they got 2 ways to get at that red stone right now. They can play the angle on the yellow, or direct access, as you can't guard both with one rock.
Boy, hard to top it without setting up a double, like you said.
I know.
Okay, so we can play to here.
Okay.
And if I'm just barely heavy and we make it by, we can push this to here.
Right to that.
Okay.
Is this our first game with the mics on, Dustin and Marlies? And we're all pretty familiar with these players as they're from our home province here, and I don't think anyone's ever accused Dustin of under-analyzing a shot.
Is that enough ice, Marlies? Okay.
Well, he is worried about the double, and has to be, because there's still 3 yellows in the rings, and they have last rock against them here.
Lots of room.
I like the weight.
Line's good. Kind of needs to curl, but I think it will. Needs to curl.
Just a freeze.
Just a freeze? Well, it really needs to curl.
Well, we can top it. Either one. Whatever you want.
Go! Needs to curl. Hard. Hard.
Comes down, just nudges it an inch or so.
They're all gonna go, weren't
I should have went harder.
All gonna go, okay?
Oh, it's
Oh,
around the nose.
Same thing, basically.
So they're going to look to nose hit the yellow. That should,
Looks like there's room to clear it through.
yeah, that should wick the red that was just thrown in.
Well, then it's not.
why?
They're hoping to get both reds to leave the rings.
Doesn't be
The
drag.
top yellow probably slides out.
It might go. Maybe it'll go.
Shooter with a nose hit, of course, will stay right there.
This way.
It would need a lot of drag.
This
But it'll get a lot.
Crocker-Walker duo here has had an outstanding event. They are so far
Right
undefeated.
in between, hey?
Yeah, no kidding.
Good throw.
SPL,
Thanks.
They're in their 9th game here, so coming in with an 8-0 record.
Whoa, whoa, clean, clean.
Oh, he's just playing the straight double on the reds. Thinking it would go by. No. Jam spins far enough to sit 3.
I got.
Oh, it isn't real good.
Do I have to make that double?
What double? This one?
Yeah, just
We'll have to go the run back, not the sideways. It's going to
just off
catch.
nose.
triple
Nah,
there.
not really.
Try and make those 2 go anyhow and stick right there.
Yeah, just off nose. Just off nose. Yeah, that's close.
So if they're talking the just off nose double, I think they're looking at the straight back. This is one of those ones where if you could throw it hard enough, you could probably make the triple. But that might be a little bit outside of Marlise's repertoire. You need one of those bullet weight hits because you're trying to hit that first one just off the nose and still have enough to kick the other one out the side. Doesn't even have to leave the rings, but has to leave the 8 foot.
Sure.
Still, if Marliese can make this double and set up a situation where all they can do is give up 2 points, then that's not a bad start, because as we've learned, 2 points doesn't mean
Tight
the
on
same.
the line.
Doesn't mean the same in this game.
She's got to get by the top yellow. Boy, almost made the triple and then
Just
had to deal with getting
pirouette.
past the rocks.
Good dancing there, Marliese.
Sorry.
Hey, the double actually left things probably as nice as she could on that one. I'm not sure. We didn't hear an indication from Jeff and Laura.
You just got to touch the core.
I think yellow is shot, but
Yellow's shot, but
nice
can
to
they hit that stone on the nose and get second?
Might be a little stickier.
Or is she going to draw?
I think you're.
I think she was thinking of the draw and certainly left that red one in her visual.
Yeah.
I can make the difference.
Yeah, it ended up at a great spot. I don't
I'd
think
say
the
you
nose
throw
hit would
it.
get second shot.
Third of the way into the 12.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Almost middle, not right.
Let me know the line.
Yeah.
So we've seen swingy ice all weekend here, so this virtual broom, invisible broom, is in the middle of the 12-foot nearly.
I think the weight's good. I thought it was there, though.
Line's good.
It's close.
A little wider, Jeff. Line's good.
I think we're there.
Needs to
Starting to
almost
move
bite
now.
the 4 foot here. Nothing out of Jeff Walker yet. Now picking it up a little bit, I guess just to make sure he's by the red. Now will this stop in time? No, that's going to slide to the back of the 8 foot, and it will be just a single point. Outstanding double on her last one by Marliese Kasner, and the positioning of that shooter
Right. Sorry.
You gave that a couple licks.
made that shot a little bit more difficult for Laura. Had to go wider to get around it, and we've seen that all week too. When you change that path a little bit, the draw weight can be just a little bit different.
Once we got back in.
That one slides too deep on them.
Well, and it turns out it's about minimal ice because she didn't get by that front one by very much, and that was with back 8 foot weight. So big curl out there. So Saskatchewan feeling pretty fortunate, dodged a bullet there. But too, just as we were saying, as Marliese and Dustin had alluded to, 2 points in this game isn't as critical. It doesn't seem as big as 2 points in standard curling, just because of the way rocks are pre-positioned and protected until a 4th stone of the end. So we do see lots of opportunities for 2 points, 3 points, and sometimes even 4 out here. Saw a 5-ender today in our game. And that's with only 6 rocks available to play, so that shows you how rocks can accumulate. Thinking is the
A little less.
3 is the new 2 when it comes to having hammer.
Room, easy.
Okay, weight's good.
Yep. Room. Weight's good. Line's
Weight's
good.
nice.
Yep. Room. Line's really good. Make it good. Line's great. Over curling now, if anything.
Good shot.
Brings that first stone into the top of the button. Both of these teams finished first in their respective pools.
Great.
Crocker and
Wouldn't
Walker
turn that better to you
were
or not?
undefeated through
I
round
don't
robin
care.
play. And
We used
Nope.
a corner freeze. I'd probably do it with
Kasner and
no turn.
Kalthoff had just the 1 loss. So should be well rested. They got the night off last night.
I think it's
Well,
light.
Okay, go then. Line's
some of
good,
the
you
other
got
teams
room,
had to
room,
play in the
room.
round of
Set it
12.
up. Take a look.
That's right. That's why it was so nice to win your pool
Really
outright,
gotta
because you
curl.
got set forward into the 8s as compared
Coming now,
to
just on top. No bump.
teams
No
that-
bump. No bump.
5th to
Mine's
12th
good.
positions
Getting
were
better.
set back in the 16s.
Good sweep.
Nice shot.
Brings that stone onto the angle on the yellow.
What do you like this?
I like that.
Okay, me too.
Jeff's going to look to get angle from the other side to set up something for later on.
I think weight's good.
Stay close, Jeff. Close, yep.
Line only.
Yep. Whoa.
Line only.
This is what we see a lot in these ends. There's a lot of jockeying for position in that 4-foot area early in the end, and all it takes is one rock to bump off or maybe slide a little deep, and you can get in a lot of trouble in a hurry.
Certainly must sound like broken records, but
Yeah.
you're better off to be that little bit short and be on the proper line as compared to being that foot heavy. But again, you know, you have at best one sweeper. The precision that it takes to do these draws continually shows the skill level that we've got of these curlers. We haven't seen very many draws missed by very much weight.
It's got to curl a lot. Is it heavy?
A bit of an opening here with that stone
I
getting
haven't
tapped back.
decided
There's a
yet.
pocket there. It's going to have to curl to get into it.
Go! Go!
Needs to curl to get into it.
Get to the inside of it! Get to the inside of it! Hard! Hard!
Dustin wasn't sure he wanted to go for weights. Sits just inside the red, not in the pocket, but it would be hard to get it out.
Wait.
Yeah, tap it. Back house.
Okay.
Back 12. Try to tap it just a touch low.
Yeah.
But there's no doubt these curlers really enjoy these complicated shots. They're all engaged in the strategy, playing shots that, especially if you're a front end player like
Little heavy. Back line, little heavy.
Jeff is here, you're playing a whole wide range of shots that normally you would never get to play.
Back line. Back 12. Back 12.
Other side. Yep. Yep. Yep.
Definitely wants to get to the
Inside, Jeff. Hard.
inside of this stone.
That's good.
Really nice.
Well, got nose, bounced it over a little bit, so the red's still angled to catch a
think
piece
so.
of that yellow.
More to the inside.
Yeah, I know.
Although, that's squirted.
What else would we call?
Peel?
You
What
were
do they do? If we peel, what do they do? Can they get this one past here?
Not without losing the 4.
They're slashing this. Opens up the house.
Two spills, pretty easy.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's kind of bad, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. Do I want to try to do that?
Okay.
Just
Marlise's first thought was to peel the guard, so they're now trying to decide is they played as a straight peeler or are they going to try to take something with it. Looks like they're lining up to try to run it onto the yellow. Maybe make the yellow double in the 4-foot.
we're starting to see more peels earlier in an end than what we did at the start of this competition Thursday and Friday. As a lot of teams are figuring out the rules, and Sean, you mentioned it a few times here, how you tend to get it out here with blinders, and you sort of forget some of the basic principles of curling. If you don't have hammer, get rid of center guards.
I need a way in.
No! No!
Just drives it by, but does
Well, that'd have been real bad if that had curled another millimeter.
peel the guard,
yeah.
but that's not the side they were
Yeah.
looking to hit that on.
Terrible.
Because we had to nose it to get the yellow double and not.
I just don't want
so.
to lose this off the bat. Like, it's in such a good spot right now.
I know.
Where do you want the guard to be? Just split center again?
Yeah, well, no, I think you want to guard this side a little. Right?
You don't want to let them get to nose, though.
Yeah, I know. I think right there.
They
is
had
ideal.
nothing when it was where it was. So
Yeah.
they're going to have nothing if it's where it was again.
Split center.
Turn you like.
2/3 that way. Probably the end we
Okay.
just drew it.
So they're just going to look to replace the guard.
I love how Laura presented that as it was just a win-win option.
Yeah.
When she was selling her shot, it was how could you refuse that option when, hey, they had nothing before, so why wouldn't you want to give them nothing again?
Too much ice for your draws, eh?
Line's good.
Yes.
Your weight was pretty
Probably a
good
little
on that
tighter.
one.
Okay, I think line's a little tight, if anything.
Okay, well, I'm tight.
Line's good.
We're
Get
on the
over
logo.
curl, if anything.
Run the logo.
Stay with it. I think you're over curling, though. Just let it stop. No, 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 it's really going.
Okay.
Just let it sit right there. Easy. That's a good spot.
Going to
Nice
come to
weight.
rest on that center line.
Tough
Dustin
to get
already
a
making his
sweep
way
result
out
of
to
this, but it's pretty good if we.
survey the angles.
Hit it to here.
Yeah. Yeah, right there.
Try
Okay.
and get this one squeaking out here.
You know, if you can make that double on the 2 in the 4-foot, just because of the angle that they have to hit it at. He might actually break that angle a little bit on the yellow-red on the left-hand side as we were looking at it. So he's got a lot of good things that can come out of this shot, but definitely doesn't want to drive it across the face as he almost did on his last one.
Fraction less ice. There you go.
And I wonder if that didn't play into that thought to take just a little less.
Yep. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
Needs to come up just a hair. Gets
Well,
the
that
three
worked out
yellows
really well.
moving.
Good shot. Very nice.
And sits shot rock for sure. Not sure who's got second.
Beauty.
It's close. Laura tapping the yellow. She tapped it and then looked two more times.
But it takes away the raise on the raise hit on the red, because then you wouldn't remain as second shot.
Yeah, I think that's your ideal spot. Even here.
Yeah.
We can move it.
So well played by Dustin.
Boy, they think they've got second shot, but they've both taken a few looks at it. It may well be close enough to measure.
But again, just a highlight of how quickly a setup and an end can change. Here the Crocker Walker team was looking to set up a really good strong steal position, and just Jeff a little tight on that guard, and the next thing you know, they're back on the defensive, trying to guard against multiple point end.
Looks all there to me. Okay, looks heavy.
Line's
If
good.
it's hanging, we can move the back one.
Line's good. Stay close for
Not bad.
line. Yep.
We're there.
Whoa, room.
Line only.
Close, yes.
Or Crocker
only.
looking to draw with her
Whoa,
final
whoa.
We're
stone.
heavy.
Whoa. Whoa, yep. Whoa.
Can't go.
Whoa, sit. Sit.
So making sure they've got second shot.
It wasn't the initial plan, but it was a good plan B. They nudged that stone. And
15.
So it does provide Marlies some backing. Makes this shot a little bit more available.
I could come the other way too, but this way is way more space.
I think the outturn draw would be really hard.
I think the only reason they might be considering it is just if
Okay,
they've
that's
thrown that spot a whole
the
lot
easiest
more.
way.
But
Yeah, Dustin just confirming that this is the most straightforward.
We threw good. She was 14-5 and heavy, so it's 15 here.
Nice and quick.
Weight's there.
Shoot.
Marlies feels she might be a little heavy.
Lines. Got a curl for backing. Got a curl for backing. Just for weight. Line's good.
So not too worried about the
Got a
backing
curl
because
for
he's
backing.
on the side to hold the line. Marlies might have been a little bit worried about the weight, but it does just snuggle down to that back stone, and she will pick up 2 points.
Well, she did have back 8 foot weight, so good thing she had a little help there.
Thanks.
Probably she's so tuned into throwing that top 4 foot weight that
It
she
wasn't
knew
heavier
that
up
that
here.
wasn't
You were-
what she
you were
had
heavier.
thrown.
No, I know.
You were probably back to here.
Just there. Yeah.
He swept it and it contacted, but
Tapped it. a bit.
barely topped.
Yeah. Okay.
And that whole conversation, it had nothing to do with, analyzing the last shot. It was just so that Marlies had in her mind exactly how deep that stone was, so she knows how much to adjust for the next draw she's going to have to throw,
Exactly.
which will be right here.
Stay there.
So a quick summary of some of the key mixed double rules.
Can I give it a slight top this way?
Yeah, sure.
So with your 5 thrown rocks, one person will deliver rocks 1 and 5, and the other person throws 3 in a row, rocks 2, 3, and 4. You can choose to have either the male or the female throw either rotation, and you can change during the course of the game if you want. We haven't seen that this
there.
week though, but that option is available.
Yeah, there's a few things that
Line's
are
good.
available in the rules that we haven't seen. The other one is you don't actually have to take the hammer.
Good
It's
curl, if it's
you
heavy,
have the
it's got a
choice as the team that got scored upon whether you want to
Got a
shoot
curl,
first
come on.
or second. And given the number of steals that we've seen, and of course it's just maybe our recollection of it is somewhat tainted because, of course, the steals tend to stand out in your mind. It'll be nice to see the stats when they come out. We haven't seen anybody choose to shoot first yet, but I wonder if, as this game evolves, we might see that
Don't mind the in either. It's
on
up to you.
occasion.
Yeah, throw the out. Otherwise, he's probably gonna.
Right to the nose is good.
Certainly the setup of the end, if you think in terms of traditional curling, the way the end is started out, it sets up in favor of the team trying to steal.
And then that little bounce off that Marlies got, and Marlies very disappointed with herself for that. I saw her give herself a head shake.
Right now. Should get there though.
Okay, I don't want him.
Yeah, it's
Line's
just
really
exactly
good.
what we talked about last end with the jockeying for
Starting to really
positions.
go.
Usually it's one team
Over curling, if
bouncing
anything.
off
Okay.
or sliding by something that creates
Yeah, I
a
think
good
you
opportunity
go
for
a
the
bit,
other
Jeff.
team. Here she might hand the opportunity right back.
Ice must be a little bit quicker than what even this morning's game was.
I think I like this turn more. Or what?
We're one.
I
Keep it
figured
on
if
the
I
nose.
was sweeping it,
Slides
we'd still
deep
just go
there,
to
and
the big pocket. So this way, at least we're in front of.
That
her,
leaves
right? Like, it's
a
not
bit of a
gonna be
pocket
there,
for
at least.
Dustin.
Do you like the other way?
I didn't think that was
Oh,
gonna
no.
be out of me.
Okay.
It still looked heavy to me, but it was a little less than what you threw this way, I thought.
Okay.
It's got a curl.
Just while this shot is
Nice
coming
shot.
in, though,
I'm
Sean,
ahead.
when you're
How's the
talking
weight?
about
You're
wondering
heavy?
about multiple points,
Yeah,
ends, and
unfortunately.
number of steals and everything, on the Curling Canada website under the Canadian
curl
Mixed Doubles
lot.
Championship, there is a little tab there called Reports, and they do show the number of ends that you stole
Wow.
and the number of
That's
steals that you
crazy.
gave up.
No, I wanna
And
tap
so
it,
for all
but
of
just
you
like
number
back line.
crunchers, your little board
Back
this
line.
Sunday afternoon, fire away.
That's good.
14.
Okay, that's brutal. That should never been the right weight, but
Well,
interesting.
So everybody
Okay.
we got this.
4
Dustin.
feet
Just back
heavy
line.
here.
Drastically heavy on that one. He
Over there,
was
weight's good.
probably through if he doesn't make contact and caught the outside of the
Nice
red.
weight.
This is a big
Just
opportunity now for
Close. Close.
Jeff Walker.
Yep. Other side. Yep. 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 Whoa. Whoa. Yep. 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 Yep.
Can move this stone, flip over behind cover, and mostly in front of the tee line.
You freeze in your
A
second.
little wide, a little
Yep.
soft.
Where do you think? Here?
I think that's close.
Again, we've seen all sorts of variations of people standing in the house providing the target broom,
Weight's good.
Close line.
people coming halfway down to get ready to sweep, and some just starting right beside the thrower.
Help.
Line's really good.
Help.
Dustin needs a good one here to get out of a bit of trouble, and he seems to think he's light, so Marlies Kasner coming out to join him.
Whoa.
This has really got a curl. He needs to get to the inside of this if he can. Overcooked that one a little bit.
Only saving grace is that got it behind the tee line.
Through the house. The
Yep.
last one.
Yep.
Well, then Jeff Walker, another chance to get to the inside, flop in front. He'll have 4 yellows behind cover and kind of in a direct line.
Freeze.
They might
You
So you
like
can
this broom here, Jeff?
See how 3 and 4 enders can build up very quickly.
I don't mind just a little more. We'll throw
Well, yeah,
just back 12.
we haven't seen one
little
yet.
bit
There was
under,
one
so-
scored, but right now, 6 isn't out of the question.
Well, if Rachel Holman's shot doesn't come
Well,
up
last
the
week.
2 inches that it did at the end, there was a split for
No,
6 for
no,
the
no.
Not heavy.
Gallant.
Back 12.
Yep.
and Peterson duo today. They
Whoa!
settled for
Whoa!
5 on the tap up.
Stay close. Whoa.
Gotta go for weight.
Whoa. Other side. Whoa. Yep. 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 Yep.
Hard on the red. Hard on the red.
Had to wait for the line on that one. Gets just across the face. Won't get it far enough to sit 4, but does sit 3 in a straight line in the 4-foot.
I have set us up real bad.
Way better than
I guess.
gonna-
Stay or do you
I
want to
think
run
so. No, I don't think I want to run.
Okay. And even if you're here to here, hey?
So Captain Obvious
Yeah.
here is going to
Run
have one
off
more
into here.
shot.
Is it horrible? Not absolute horrible.
No.
Okay,
Here, the perfect spot's right here.
let's do it.
Well, his weight wasn't too far off on his last throw from what he wants here. that it must still be a lot quicker than what they thought, because he thought he was coming up top
Yeah,
12.
he was calling for help, and they ended up
It's too much sweep.
a little bit heavy and under curled. Well, that was a nice try there. He in fact tried to switch to yellow. That if you could convince the other team to switch colors right now, you'd be in good shape.
Room.
I like the weight.
What?
I like the weight.
Okay, line's pretty nice right now. It's got a curled bit, but I think line's real good. Yep, get it here.
I don't want to. No, no.
Maybe for line, yep.
I'm there on its own.
Yep. Room. Ooh, it's really tight. Yes. Yes. Whoa.
Wow.
Good shot.
Tough line call from Marlies there. There was no room for error.
Well, it's one of those ones where you're almost caught in between.
Pardon?
Needed to go for line, couldn't afford to go for
I
weight.
just don't.
I got it pretty good, I think. A couple of inches shorter would be perfect, but the edge of that stone is still under
You
cover.
want to hit it probably as thick as you can.
Okay.
But I think ours is buried, so I don't think he could ever hit ours. Yeah. You don't need to hit too thick.
I
Three
don't think
quarters.
so. I think it's
Quarters.
have to play
There's
it
a
too
good look
quickly.
at it
You're
there.
gonna get
There's
something out of it, right?
maybe 7/8 available. Jeff's going to try to hit it as thick as he can. He knows he's going to lose the stone off the back of the
Yeah,
button.
3/4.
Okay.
Good. Even 2/3 probably.
The back yellow rock, if it moves, jams, doesn't go very far. The question will be, how does this red spin off here? Will it take that other red at the back 4 and still spin out? Or does it just jam right there? And right next door, it's the team of Emma Miskew, Ryan Fry, look to be facing 3
Whoa.
with last rock in the third. Pardon me,
I
last
think
rock's
they're-
against them in the third.
A little too thin.
So that red stone does stay on the other red at the back.
Sweeping it early,
For now, Crocker and Walker sitting 2 though.
A little bit tight.
You can't see any of that, so.
No, they knock this. If I'm frozen dead,
Oh no, you can be froze. That won't matter.
that won't matter. Okay. Okay. So
You can probably take ice
I had
out here,
ice here. Yeah.
right? Because this will walk.
Yeah, with
Miskew
your
just
weight.
rubbing off that stone, sits at the back 4 foot.
I can
And
make a curl right now.
does that leave a hit for 4 possibly?
So Jocelyn Peterman
It's pretty
scooting
quick
down
out here,
to
too.
the hack
Yes,
there.
it is.
She's had an outstanding
As
week
fast
too.
as it is anyway.
Tremendous shots.
Full speed.
Smell this. 2 line weights. Top 4.
Middle of 8. Or middle of 12.
So I say there's nobody to talk to out there, so you can see sheet 7 talking to sheet 5 in between.
Room.
Marlies Kasner now
It's there, isn't
trying
it?
to make
Yeah, wait.
close
set.
to the same
Line's
shot
good, yeah.
Dustin just made. Now this one's curling earlier,
I can't see, but I think so for line. Yep.
and when
No,
she means she
line
can't
needs to
see,
curl.
of course,
Line
with
needs
just
to
the way
curl.
Dustin's
Needs
sweeping
to
it with
curl.
her from the hacks,
Needs to
his
curl
foot's
lots.
taking away her view of the
No
inside.
bump.
This is going to be a little strong.
Easy. You gotta wait till this, right?
Ooh.
Do you jump on the sweep on that just a little bit early?
You can get her.
So Jocelyn hit 4-5.
Yeah, squeeze that
And
other
is
one
that
out. just
top
to
one
score.
even in?
It's
Okay.
5 for sure, and Brett's
Looking
going
to
to take
see
a
if
look
it's
at it.
6.
Back 4. Back 4, back 8.
Yeah.
Have to wait for that to go up on the board, but usually when you kick that away without waiting for the opposition to see it, it's probably just 4, or pardon me, just 5.
Right? Little
Still,
less
that's a
than
good
that. Edge of that
I'd
red
say
ball.
edge of that red
good
dot.
end for the.
I can hold it.
And it
It's
was
6.
6. So the perfect 8-ender. So that's an 8-1 lead.
Good weight. You're probably back line. Probably back line, so you need nose.
Stay close. Yep. Whoa.
Back. You're
Whoa.
just through.
Whoa.
Laura Crocker, in the meantime, coming down, trying to touch this red back.
Whoa. Yeah.
Not sure if she can get it by her own for 3, but definitely has a shot here for 2.
Whoa. Go.
shot.
Does touch the yellow, so it will be just a score of 2, but they take a 4-1 lead. Team Saskatchewan will have last rock in the 4th.
I think that was
You would have had to squeak the top one.
Yeah, that,
Yeah, I think
she
you
hit
would
that
have
yellow
had
pretty
some
solidly
squeak.
as it was, and she'd had to pretty much had to get it all the way by it.
Yeah.
Well, again, one of those situations where I think Dustin and Marlies are happy they only gave up 2.
Probably the way he talked about the setup to that end. Oh, pardon me, it's 3-1. I said, we've got scoreboards all over the place that we're watching here, and I've got that one backwards.
But again, that was perhaps a really good chance for 3 there with a couple of Saskatchewan shots going so deep and setting up
Yeah.
pockets.
Well, exactly. It was Dustin making the observation, and he still only had, I think it was just his last stone, that he'd set them up really badly. They were facing 3 at the time, so to keep it to 2 was a good result. 2 very nice shots on the last 2 by Dustin and Marlies.
Certainly that third one that Dustin put in, that was probably the end saver right there.
Yeah, and I don't think Jeff Walker got quite the splash that he was expecting on that shot. I don't think they thought the red one was going to stick around there. I think he thought it would spin all the way out of the 8-foot.
got room still. Line's pretty good now. Still got some room.
But that's what I do like about this format, is it certainly highlights the skill level that these curlers have. We see every range of shot coming from blaster peel weight all the way down to the most delicate of freezes, and every shot in between. The ice provides it for them too. It's really swingy and very consistent. But it just shows that as curlers how you have to be able to play a number of different weights in order to play this game.
I think it's there. I think it's there. Everything's there. Easy line. It's got to curl. It's got to curl. Mile.
And
Heavy
again, just talking about, once again, talking about the same thing we have been. It just takes 1 stone to slide by. She didn't seem real worried about the way she threw it, but it did not take the curl there. She ends up sitting beside that yellow. Now a pocket for Jeff Walker.
But again, that back 4-foot weight, you know, that's 3 feet more weight than what she wanted anyways, and that's enough to make an impact on the rock line here. So when in doubt, blame where the broom was put down. That's always a good one too.
Jeff Walker's hanging a little bit.
But we have seen
And
on
you see
this
him
ice.
switch to the side to try to get the extra curl.
That's right. But one side has always been a little swingier than the other side, and it's teams
Whatever you
are
like.
usually taking those couple of ends to figure that out.
I'd like to release our red from behind that yellow.
It is. They're both like this far apart.
Oh, they need
You
a little
want
bit
this
more.
one back further?
Yeah.
Okay. Tap and roll there. Where do you think? Like here?
That's close. Yeah. Here more.
Back 8 only.
Here, yeah.
Well, I understand him wanting to release, but we've just seen 2 stones down this path under curl, and he's got to get to the inside of the yellow.
Perfect.
No.
And that sweep call would indicate
less
this might
ice.
be out there a bit.
It really needs to curl. Really needs to curl. Hard for a nose. Hard. Curl. Not horrible.
Jiggles the yellows around a little bit.
Like
You're
Still
right.
on the outside of it.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Like everything, I think.
Yeah, I think so. Unless you can get to the inside, which I think I can.
Do you want to come look at it?
You know, the position of the center guard
You could just
before
move
the
it
end, it
to
should be
here, it's
splitting the
pretty
center
good.
line. So you should be able to almost see edge to edge on that guard, but after watching 3 in a row come down straight,
Nothing.
Jeff Walker's not 100% positive. It didn't sound like it in his voice that he can get to the inside.
He's still going to hit that. He's losing a bunch of reds. Let's try to draw right here, maybe. If it get the
Yeah,
line,
and if you
we'll
chip
just go
off
there.
of it, it's pretty good.
Just move this
Okay,
just
I like
enough.
that. It's pretty much Do you like?
Throw almost what I just threw, just a
Yeah,
little
but
less.
you need less ice. It's straight.
Yeah, okay.
This is really nice to get the view of standing in the house
throw a
as
little
well
less
as what's
ice,
going to look like
I
from
still
the
think
hat.
you can use a little less ice.
All right. Yeah, that looks good.
So looking to bring the weight down a little bit here, even if it's just a straight draw. He's got to get to the inside. That's the key on this shot.
Tee.
Still got some room early.
Tee.
Easy, whoa.
Just tee.
No, Jeff, no,
We're
no,
not
no,
heavy.
no.
Okay, we're not heavy. It's okay.
Still almost
Just
looks like it's
cleaning.
drifting
Right
back
now.
off that center
Just
line
tee.
yet.
Yeah,
Now
get it
starting
over
to
there,
come
Carl.
towards
Yep, yep,
center.
Yep, 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 yep. Finish it. Finish it, finish it, finish it,
Hard on
finish
the
it.
red, it's okay.
Hard.
Right there.
Okay, good.
Gets just to the inside. Sets up the angle he was hoping for.
No bump.
Not sure who has shot rock. There's red.
Yeah, might be. For now, Dustin Kalthoff is going to have to try to come around on the in turn and sit in that pocket.
Yep, line. Yep. Hard line. Line's pretty good. Yep. Yep, you can hard line. Hard. Hard. Hard line. Hard past the yellow one in the mouth. Hard. Hard. You're on the top one.
Well, no shortage of curl on that side. Rubs off a little bit. That actually might improve the angle for the Saskatchewan team on the yellow-red, but it means that he doesn't quite get into the pocket.
You get there, it's pretty good. We're second, right?
Yeah.
It's always nice when the curlers tell us the positions of the stones, so that is second
Wait the same
shot,
over
that
here.
yellow back
Yeah.
corner 4 foot.
And with just 3 stones left to come after this one, if he can get to that inside corner, I don't think there's enough rocks left to get this one out of the button area. Saskatchewan might have to try to just hold their single here.
It's just a little
good.
right now.
Room early.
A little heavy.
He's got
Mine's
more weight
good.
than what Dustin
Back
has.
Oh,
four.
no,
Back
no,
four.
room.
Quite a bit heavy.
It's way out there. It's got a curl mile.
Just about looks
Hard.
like back 12.
Hard. All you got. All you got. Right to it. Right to it. Right to it. Right to it. It's good.
Stays on the outside of that.
You can get in here.
Laura trying to convince him it's good, but I don't think so. Dustin Kalthoff might want to throw just a little bit more weight on this one. He's still still huffing and puffing from the last one. This side should curl a little more. He'd like to get to the inside of that yellow, and I don't know if he wants to move it yet. He's got good angle on those two right now.
Room. It's got a curl. No. It's got a curl. Line's okay. It's got a
Wait's
curl.
there.
Wait's there.
Yeah.
It's really got a curl. It's coming now.
Weight's perfect.
It's coming now.
It's perfect.
Well, no, it needs, yep. Muzzle in there.
Manages to get right in between the two of them and sits 2.
Pretty darn good, I think.
I think so.
Good shot.
I don't know if that's good. That could be real bad. You get the 2.
The 2 probably goes.
Three
The 8
jams.
should stay. The 3 should go. Or do you think the 3 just sticks here?
Well, that's what I'm wondering. I don't think it goes all the way out. I'm just worried if this spills off, you might be able to get that one for 3.
Well, right now he's already 2.
Just while they're looking, Emma Miskew had an open shot for 3 in their 4th end. Jocelyn Peterman was attempting to draw to sit 2 because they couldn't get behind 2 buried Miskew fry shots behind a corner guard. So trying to sit 2 and force the double, but she was deep and went through, and
What are we guarding?
shows you how quickly you can get back into a game, even though down 8-1. It's not over now at 8-4. So they're just going to their 4th end break on sheet 7.
Let's try to play the same shot. That could be dangerous though too. I think we guard this side. I don't. Can you play the 2 like straight sideways? I guess you could, but if he ever touches the top one, he only gets 1. You like that? Could get.
So after taking a long, hard look at it, they're not seeing any really good way to cut this down, and they still have to be concerned about giving up 3 because a nose hit on that yellow just drives the red and kills both yellows at least far enough out of the button area to bring that 3rd one into
I
play.
think you just guard it. We give him his 2. Yeah.
So this is a take your medicine shot, I think is what they decided to try to just worst case guard it up and let them have their 2.
Line's good. Let it sit, I think.
Good weight.
Well, I think there's going to be a shot available for 3 no matter what. But if they have to play something on the other side, definitely it's going to be a little tougher.
Well, they know it's a little straighter on that
This is
outturn.
really curling. Is it going to stop in time to take that shot away? Just.
Let's throw it.
That's what I'm
I know
sort of
what
leaning
it's
He
doing
plays-
out here. I'll throw it out here.
And
And
play
if I
it, play
miss
it to
it,
miss it?
Yeah. And if we can make it curl at the end, we will.
Yeah.
Because I
So
can hit
Marlies is going to play the
too.
chip
just
on
wanna
the
hit
outside of the red.
The thin of this
I
as
said
you
there's
can. So you're
there's always going to be
taking
shot
ice
for
like out
3, but
Yeah, or more.
Okay.
this is a lot tougher, delicate shot here. The nice thing for Marlies, she doesn't need to hit. She can only see a sliver of that red, but that's actually more than she needs to hit.
Seems like the further you're going out, the more ice you need, though, because when they were putting the broom in the mid-8 foot, they were, not getting the curl
Okay,
that they
so
wanted.
I'll
So
try and
she's
throw
opened up the
back
broom
four.
quite a bit for
Yeah,
finding this
back
little
four.
spot.
Now, they can't afford to take the risk of over curling it.
Make sure you take at least a total of 12.
Don't want to touch the yellow is the key here. They'll try to make it curl at the end if they
It's
have
more
to
than
get a
that book.
piece.
Okay, well then.
So
Whoa,
sitting
it's very
2
nice.
already. Looking for a little tick.
She was afraid to throw this
It's
too
just
close.
running. That's it. Don't worry about it.
And on the straight turn, even with brushing from the outside, doesn't look like Dustin's going to be able to get it back to that, touch the outside edge of that stone. It will be 2 red, though, and Team Saskatchewan will take a 4-3 lead into the 4th end break.
Two months premature and a heart condition. One might say I was born to overcome challenges. I searched for my place in this world, and I found it here. This pebbled ice is where I battle now. I have my sights set on the Olympics, and I will push hard to get there.
Look at you, sitting there eating crisps.
They're chips.
They're crisps, and that's a killing, Tony, and you're missing it.
I'm watching it.
You should be there with your king, feeling the cold of the ice, hearing the roar of the game, and drinking the cold, cold barley nectar.
You mean beer.
Barley nectar. Now get off your duff and live it live.
Curling Canada is home to the most celebrated series of curling championships the world has to offer. You've got to live it live.
Before there was ice, there was our hallway at home. I was always the shy, quiet kid who loved math. But when I saw math come alive in the geometry of the game, I found my passion and my voice. It's a game of precision, a game of inches. It's the equation that now defines who I am.
Welcome back, everyone. Just the one other semifinal to keep you up to date on, and that game has resumed in the 5th end already. You saw the shot turned out to be for 6. Jocelyn Peterman and Brent Gallant with an 8-4 lead as they play in the 5th end there. We featured those two in the game this morning, and they picked up a 5-ender in that game as well. So they've had a 5 and a 6, and the way they're putting points on the board, the only thing that would surprise me now is if they somehow found a way to count 7.
Well, they too are another one of the undefeated teams, I believe.
They did
Or did
lose
they get
one
the
game.
one
They came
lose?
through their pool and won their pool, but they did have the one loss. And you take a look at the round of 12 last night. We had an opportunity to watch Lisa Weigel and John Epping take on the Murphys, and that was a great game. Went right down to the wire. And quarterfinals this morning. It was a good game till Peterman and Gallant broke it wide open with that 5-ender. Just take a peek over there as our game still set to return from the break. And Miscue and Fry have a little bit going for them here this end. Just sitting one right now, but you do see those two yellows at the top of the 8-foot, so they've got some rocks that could be angled in even if Brett Gallant's able to make something here. And really, if he ever wants to get that yellow out of the back of the button, he's almost going to have to move his own red right now, which is probably a little scary with all those yellows around.
So it looks like Brent is just easing a draw in here.
This is going to have to curl. He might still be on the yellow. Just rubs off of it. Does get into the 4-foot. Looks to be well in behind cover. Not sure. I can't see from here if this is the last stone, so Emma's throw. And looking at they were looking at 2-shot possibilities there. They had the in-off on their own, or on the other side, looking at the yellow onto the red, kind of the angle that we're looking at it here. Yellow onto the red, catch the back yellow. You could kill both reds and sit maybe 3 or 4.
Stop curling.
Not sure which one they've settled on. Our feature game is back on the ice now. Marliese Kasner brings her first one down to the back button and sits on top of that yellow stone.
Like the weight.
Laura Crocker now will look to follow that down.
Line's good.
Weight's
So
good.
Emma's thrown a
Line's good.
big weight hit on that.
She's playing the yellow-red, trying to kill both reds. Might have jammed a little more solidly than they thought, but does spin out of the 8-foot.
And I believe they're sitting 3 after that
sits
shot.
3.
Shot.
Certainly one of the characteristics from that Holman team. Emma, of course, third, throwing big weight, big rotation, and getting all the action on those stones. So all of a sudden now, Jocelyn Peterman facing another heavy pressure situation.
Laura Crocker comes right down onto the button.
Yep.
In front of that red stone.
No,
Dustin
line's good,
Kalthoff
how's
going
the
to come
weight?
around from the other side now.
Go. Hard line.
See if he can get some angle
Nope.
set up.
Hard. We're splitting everything, which isn't horrible. Rub it.
It's coming up a little bit short. We'll rub that guard on the way by.
Well, it's not the worst mistake. So Jocelyn Peterman just getting ready to deliver her draw against 3 yellows here.
And we're not in behind there, so can't tell how much of a port she's got between the guard and that stone in the top 4-foot. We just saw Brett Gallant's rock rub off of a stone in a similar situation, so
So
there's
she'll
not
be
a lot of
coming
room
into
there.
view shortly.
Don't
Just
need it, don't need it.
Brett Gallant
coming over
sweeping,
the hog.
trying to make it to
Bump a
curl.
little. Oh, I want to get to so.
She comes to that yellow stone, will
Steal
tap it
with
through,
one.
but it looks like a steal.
There
So
went 2.
all of a sudden an 8-1 lead
Yeah.
shrinks to 8-5.
Yeah.
Do you have to freeze?
Yeah.
And
Cap
where
it
you
off.
thought you might just try to get into cruise control to get through, all of a sudden now you're back into heavy press mode. Probably need to score again. But again, we've talked about that all during this competition, the mental reset that you have to do. This scoreboard, when you look at it,
Here it comes.
doesn't mean the same as when you're playing 4-person
Line's pretty
curling.
good.
It's probably more closely
Tap it. Yep, yep, yep. Hold the line, hold the line.
comparable to Skins format almost, where you almost have to be able to forget about what happened next end and just play each end almost like a mini game.
Pretty much.
Tap it just a little bit more, maybe.
I don't hate it.
And we've seen some of the best defensive curlers out here, the ones that we see on the tours and in our national championships, unable to defend leads also. So it's got to be hard for them to rejig how they think of what's going on out here, because you say with protected rocks, you know ends are going to build up.
Like, he's not running it in. We might be able to tap it on him.
Okay.
I think there's the shot.
Yep, you got it, Jeff.
You think it'll be much slower out here?
No, honestly, I don't.
'Cause it's
Maybe
quite
a
bit
little
wide.
when it curls, but
So all the discussion there, the concern there, yellow's sitting 2 right now. They're in a good spot. The issue is, where do you put this next one where you don't leave them something? And the fact that Team Saskatchewan has 2 red stones at the front, that one that's actually outside of the rings and then the one frozen at the top of the 4-foot, those 2 rocks are both potentially dangerous.
line's good.
Okay, it's a little more weight than I've been throwing.
Okay, line's good. Room.
Weight's good. Weight's good. Real good weight. It's not heavy.
Good.
And it comes to rest at the edge of the 4-foot, but that probably leaves the run in to
Yeah, hit and roll to here.
maybe
I
get
think
all of
that'd
them.
be best, hey?
Yeah,
There's no
if I just tackle this and crotch these,
Yeah, okay. So nose to
just off nose,
bit high.
just
Don't want
a
to go
hair.
too high though, right?
No, I don't want to hit this, and I don't want to miss this.
You're
Shooter goes somewhere.
better if you just hit and flop here,
Yeah,
right?
nose is pretty good.
Nose is good. Okay.
It's certainly danger, danger if that red one does ever come into that top red. Reds, they'll lose that back red one.
Well, Dustin
Oh, I hear
Kalthoff
more.
settling into the hacks. No stranger to the big weight himself. And even with that weight, going to catch up to this stone to be able to sweep it if necessary. Hits it on the outside, not what they had in mind.
It fell off.
I think it was perfect. I touched it.
You didn't touch it, did you?
Well, I for a few feet.
He can well, I guess what does he get from coming off?
I think it was perfect.
It's on the inside.
I'm just worried if I do
Unbelievable.
this, but I guess
Dustin thinking he swept
Okay, I like it.
half a brush stroke. If that made that much of a difference, I'd be surprised.
he can't do that. If he does that, he only gets one and we draw. Biting the button.
And certainly the splash on those rocks worked out very well for Crocker and Walker. They've got a chance to move this red stone. He's even trying to move it. He could be just playing straight draw here too. Doesn't need to move it, although might be a little risky to leave it there. It could be used for a to come off of.
Line's good.
Probably a little quiet, if anything.
Line's good.
I think weight's good.
Line. Easy
Weight's
if you
real
can.
good.
Wait, 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 wait.
Hey, weight's real good.
No, 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 no. You're like nosy.
It's this side of the sheet that doesn't curl as much. We saw that coming home where
I'm
Yeah,
just hoping
yeah.
to
Very little
flop into
curl.
the middle.
Hurry, make it-
Need some curl for that.
Go, 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 go. Right in there, right in there. Okay, good.
Well, got his shooter into a good position,
That's where you
and
can be shot.
I get
So,
2 feet heavy, probably.
Finish.
You can try to hit half a rock and make 2 yellows go.
yeah. Hit what I can see or come off this and at least
No,
get
no,
one.
that's not very good.
That's
but
not good.
you want to hit this one first.
As much as I can see. Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
No more. Like, it's there. Hit what you can see.
Our camera angle's pretty straight on this particular sheet, and I'm not seeing half a rock there.
Well, and on the straight side too. Hardly finishing up with just back 4 weight, let alone
I can see
any
a
kind of
quarter.
hit weight.
There you go. She
That's
can only
not
see a
very
quarter.
good.
A little better, but not much more. But I don't really have another shot, do I?
Do you want to just play back line? Or just through? And just come to here?
I could.
It's
Yep.
real good. I mean, then they're drawing for 2 or 3,
Wait.
but
Yep.
That might be
I
better
go
than drawing for
forward, a little
4.
better. Back line?
yeah, just through. You got to move 3 rocks.
Yeah.
If it was
Okay,
earlier
that's
in
where
the
you
end, you'd look
miss-
at the run back, but
That's right, but
that's
that's
kind
where
of
you
an all or
miss your
nothing shot at the end.
teammates, where you've got somebody in the hack letting you know that you've only got a quarter of a rock.
Low line.
All right, now she's got nothing but the
That's the
red. This is
curl.
going to have to curl a ton.
That's the curl. That's the curl. Whoa.
Wiggles in between them. Will push the one yellow back, but the red stays pretty much fully open, and there should be room to pass that by and potentially score 4 here.
Back line.
Yep.
Back line or hack. I don't think you can hack.
I like back
Run
line.
straight.
I
can hold it,
threw
remember?
tap in the almost exact same spot going away. And we thought it might be there.
So probably more weight than what they needed for that shot.
Yeah, it was.
So I like the same weight.
I can hold it, so.
I think just that last little comment about, you need to move 3 rocks, just sort of got that extra 6 feet of push that, as it turns out, wasn't required.
Yeah, really, if you're
Good rock. I can hold
if you're not worried about trying to cut them down any more than a draw for 3, she only needed about back 8 foot, and that was probably hack weight or firmer.
So your only hope here, if you're Team Saskatchewan, is that this one's a little full.
Well, and we know this is the straight side. She's trying to pass it through.
It's just nice,
Hard other
easy
side.
weight.
Oh, this has still got a curl. It's got to get to
Well,
at least the nose.
Clean.
Looks like
Yeah,
she's
it's
made
curling
it
nicely now.
pistol.
shot.
Makes the hit, rolls over to the top 4, and will pick up their 4 points. They now jump out to a 7-4 lead. Team Saskatchewan will have last rock here in the 6th end.
Shot. Draw.
They still have their power play to use. Don't know that they've decided on using that here in
All
this
right,
end
let's
or
have a
not.
good end release. We're good.
Dustin, should we use the power play or not?
I think the conversation.
Yeah, sure.
I don't know.
Which way do you want to play?
This way.
Okay.
I would have thought they might have had that discussion already, because being down 3, here's the thing. If you score 2 now, you're probably going to have to steal one.
How's
This
that?
might be your last hammer.
Just keeping an eye on sheet 7 here. Jocelyn Peterman settling
you
into
wanna
the
look at that,
hack.
Marlies?
She's for her last shot of the end. And last shot of the end, Emma Miskew has just drawn around
Yeah.
a high center guard, full 4 foot. And the Gallant team is sitting 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. But Jocelyn with a very difficult shot here to remove Emma's stone.
Way to the hack. You were, past the hack. A little less. Hit a third of it.
Yep.
Do a half.
So Crocker and Walker looking to play the tick shot on the corner guard.
Close to the hack.
So Jocelyn
Close.
failed
Yeah.
to navigate the port, so a steal of 1 for
Yeah,
Miskew and Fry.
Whoa! Stay Sit.
Good.
Nice shot.
And she will push the stone into the back 4 foot, but it stays in play, so
Shade
Would have been
pair.
nice
That's
to
a
have
legal
the guard
shot.
out there.
Nice shot.
Sorry, Jeff. Thanks. Guard it.
Yep.
Laura. Probably switch to broom. I'm going to be throwing a freeze.
Marlies Kasner will look to replace that guard with one of her own color.
No, line's good. Needs to curl. Here. Needs to curl a bit, but not too tight. Yes, hard! Hard! Hard!
May have left a piece of that exposed on the outside, but still just on the third delivered stone at the end here, so can't hit it yet.
Nice weight.
Thanks.
I just bury a piece.
Yeah.
Jeff was fully expecting that this was going to be a shot, so he had his proper broom, but
Right
what
there,
I'd
I
like
think.
more is
Line's
that
good.
they're saving some time on the clock.
Yeah, the tee.
Boom.
Want to let it dig a bit.
Looks
Yeah,
good.
it's all there. Back 8.
Well, back 8 behind the corner guard won't be what they had in mind.
Far enough they can't freeze.
Oh, easy. Good.
Theirs is open, so.
What do you want to do?
Does stop for
I
second
think
shot.
Still through the, down
And the
middle
red's
like that.
open,
Yeah,
but I
that's
don't,
okay.
I don't know that it's wide enough
Freeze to
open
the
that
yellow?
that yellow's not going to be a problem.
Yeah.
This isn't bad either. No line. How much weight?
Dustin trying to make a play around that corner guard. And
Coming
this
now.
looks
Close.
We're
like a lot of
Close.
weight.
We're more
He's
than
getting a lot more
good.
curl,
Bump.
though.
That's good.
Going to come down, nudge that stone.
Play the double.
Sitting second and
Okay.
third, but
What do I need?
that does leave a
Half?
double.
Do you want me to come sweep?
Sure. Is half a rock good?
Thick half.
Okay. I got 3/4, so.
Even that's close. What you can see is good.
Clean. Clean. Whoa. 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 Whoa.
Makes the double on the reds. Shooter rolls out of play. So just the 2 yellow stones in the rings right now, but that back one is almost
Touch
forward
line.
behind cover.
With anywhere from half to 3/4.
Dustin's got a chance
Almost
still
the
if he can
same
come
ice.
around the corner guard.
Okay.
If he happens to be deep, they could freeze on that stone.
Still, that's
Close
pretty
line, yep.
disappointing. They had a nice setup in that end, and for Jeff to tidy up with that
Yep.
double takes a lot of big pressure
room,
off the
room.
Crocker team.
Lots of weight or what?
Yeah. Right to the back one.
Okay. No, it needs to curl. We're tapping it off. It needs to. Good.
That's fine.
Yep.
Not super awesome, but
No, it.
Freeze to it.
Yeah, where is it?
It's half in the 8-foot.
Okay. If we go freeze and they freeze, they're not shot, right?
Nope.
Okay.
Same as you threw with the first one.
Yeah.
Line's good.
I think that's the same weight as through. I think it's the same.
Yes, Jeff. Hard
Heavy.
line. Yep.
Heavy.
Oh. Oh.
It's the same weight as I threw.
Whoa. No, that no. No.
Same weight. Right to it.
Oh. Finish it a
Right
bit
to
if you
it.
can. Finish it.
It's okay.
No, line's
I
good
don't
if
think
it
it'll bounce.
sits. Line's great if it sits.
hard Marlies.
Good, Jeff. Big shot.
Think
Sits
we
on the
can
corner,
a
didn't
little
get
bit?
quite the same line as Dustin did.
Okay.
But
So I hear less ice. Throwing back 12?
yeah, I got to hit almost half a rock with back 12.
Is it there?
So he's going to look to come past the face of that yellow and try to move it behind the red.
If he goes too far, in the corner freeze it.
I think less Marlies.
Okay.
Or bump it out if it's like half.
This is all about trying to get 3 here. He could just play the straight draw and try to make sure he has a chance at 2.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
If you make this good, you
How's the line?
almost
Wait.
force
Close, yep.
Laura Crocker to come and sit down on top of it again, and
Yeah.
you might not have a chance for 2.
Room. Close though. Close. No room. It's got to curl. It's got to curl. Curl it. Hard. Hard.
Make that tap on the yellow, touch that red a little bit on the way by, and that keeps it from being second and third. They'll have second and fourth. But if Laura Crocker can sit this anywhere down in that pocket, there's kind of an angled little pocket with the 2 reds and the yellow. I don't see any way that Marlies Kasner is going to be able to make any kind of a double.
No, I've sort of even wondered why there might not have been a play earlier on that 4-foot one. I mean, it's going to come down. Marlies is just going to have a shot for 1. If Laura puts this draw in.
Well, and she's got some leeway as to where it can be now.
Oh, for sure.
Those angles didn't work out good at all for Team Saskatchewan.
All there. Here we got the line.
Close.
Here. Back. 12.
Ball room.
Not
Easy.
bad.
Other side if you can.
Don't want to squeeze.
It's got to curl.
Where is it?
Got to
On
curl.
sheet 7, the other semifinal.
Ryan
Peterman
Fry.
Gallant set
Ryan
up
Fry,
their power
yeah.
play, but it's not working out as much of a power play.
Well, there were a lot of red rocks over there about 2 shots ago, but Ryan did some serious house cleaning.
Laura Crocker did not get the line they needed on that. There's definitely a double available. She might be able to get all 3 of them moving enough to get.
Right? Like I can come into here.
Yeah.
And yeah, I doubt it'll pop up. I need
It's
to
like
hit this.
quarter rock to hit here.
Mm-hmm.
Make it for 2.
Maybe 3. No.
It's less than a quarter rock.
3's real
If
tough.
I could
But
hit this.
It's almost impossible to make for 3.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
What do you think? It shouldn't take too much time.
yeah, to drive the yellow straight back to get the 3rd one, you're going to have to spin over the top, and then you probably
here?
lose one of the other reds as well.
If I hit half, I'm getting 1, right?
Yeah.
Quarter?
So we'll see Emma Miskew's shot coming into the left-hand side here shortly. I think looking for a little hit and roll under that guard. And now
too
Jocelyn
tough.
Peterman's
Okay,
facing
no.
3 yellows on her final shot. Talk about a testament to never giving up. That must have been pretty discouraging after that 3rd end. Not only to be down 8-1, but in the format that you did it by giving up a 6-ender. So credit to Emma and Ryan for fighting and keeping it going out there.
Marlies looking to play this double with the out turn, which is a little surprising.
Perfect.
He's going to hit it right on the nose. They'll just get the single point.
Well, again, when you're going back to analyze that end, the execution wasn't perfect. It was that big double by Jeff, but they set that double up for him because Jeff had said even before on the first red one he could see it.
Mm-hmm.
So coming in deep on that really took away then the 3-ender in that. And never ever making a play on that rock on the 4-foot.
That may well have been the chance to make a play on the rock on the 4-foot. The hit on that stone before, there was a yellow one you had to get it by. So now for Team Saskatchewan, they're going to have their work cut out for them. They're down coming home and with last rock against them.
Jocelyn's shooter is rolling. That might, we'll wait to see.
Yeah, probably a hair this
Whatever
way,
it
the
looks down
guard.
here,
The guard or?
Yeah, a hair that way maybe. It's pretty darn close though.
Hard to tell from our
Yeah, it's
angle
good.
if she hung on for shot there or not.
So a 2?
Pardon?
A 2? Like we're going for steal?
Yeah,
for
we're going
center?
for steal. Yeah, we need
Like a
center guard.
2?
Yeah, I think so.
Distance?
Yeah.
And it was a steal of 1. We'll let you know on that other semifinal. So Peterman and Gallant will have last rock coming home.
This weight
Yeah, it
rate.
needs to curl.
They've had it for the last little while too.
Tight
That
though.
certainly
Whoa, whoa,
plays
whoa,
on the
whoa.
confidence when
Isn't it?
just haven't been able to
Yeah, but
quite
it's okay.
finish off an end. But to be fair, Emma put in just a beautiful shot against 3 in the 6th end to set up that steal.
That's real tight 3.
No, it's just short.
Another one?
Maybe.
Yeah, whatever turn you like.
I think if we can half bury it, we're in a good spot.
Same.
Yeah. Same speed on this side?
Sometimes, too, when you are trying to get yourself back into a game when you're way down like that, you seem to play looser. You know, you've got nothing to lose now, and then the other team starts to tighten up, and then it just gets harder and harder to hold that lead.
Line's good.
But again, the
Line's good.
excellent
Room,
shot
still
making by
room.
Fry and Miscue
Gotta
to
go other
get back
side to
into
bury
that game.
piece, I think. Sorry.
Looking to come
Tried
around
too
that
hard
tight
not to
guard,
bury
but definitely didn't find the
You like
line they were
another
looking for.
Probably not a bad thing.
I
Yeah,
think that's
I
better
think
than
so.
fully buried top 8, but
A 1?
good job.
Yeah.
Well, Crocker and Walker had set up for the power play here in this end, and just the
Nice
way
work.
this is developing early, those 2 stones on that side are going to limit where
Where's
they can
it?
peel from, actually.
1, 2.
Looks like a 2.
Yeah, 'cause
It's
it
really
is.
gliding.
It's really hard to throw a 1 on this.
I know, it's really curling too. 6.
Put a 3 even. Look at me, I'm just gross.
It's 17-3.
I don't know whether you heard
not
the
you.
first comment on that. She asked where it was. He says 1 or 2, and she said it looks like a 2, and he says that's because it
I
is.
think so. You go this way.
Well, we've heard he's been brutal, and
come
now
around it
it's
again.
gross.
It,
Very
yeah, that's pretty
descriptive
good.
results
good.
for his shots.
Line's good.
Like the way.
Interesting here, they're 2 up, playing the 7th end, and
A little heavy with teeth.
could hit with this stone, but they're going to play a draw.
Yeah, I want to just. Nose is okay, actually. If you're a little heavy.
Good. It's a nice game.
That's crazy.
It's just to the inside of that stone, so still not under cover.
Yep.
Top 4.
That's a great shot.
Team Saskatchewan fully committed here. They're going to go hard for here.
Yeah, no choice really.
They're in trouble if like by leaving
Room.
And then they know the setup would be in the middle for the last end, so
Close, yep.
Don't want to.
they just need to make sure they get their steal here first.
Don't want to.
This might be their
Don't want
chance
to.
to get a
Don't
good
want to.
rock in a good spot. Or at least wants him to go for line. He doesn't want to take this through the 4-foot. It's going to slide a little bit deep
Good shot.
and back far enough that it's second shot.
It's not bad. It starts to set up some backing for that button. A couple more shots away.
Yeah, I think so. I do.
2 yellows there available that could move on to one of them very thin.
Same thing.
And it is shot rock, doubtly.
Even a quarter berry.
They play that.
Now what?
It's fast here, Jeff.
Yeah.
You see enough of that 6 to try and get to the inside and tap the 4 out?
Too dangerous.
Yeah.
Too precise. Too hard.
Have to try and come in this way.
Yeah. Hope for the best.
It's
5
good.
minutes. That's good.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Yeah.
Room right now.
Okay, weight's good.
Hey, yeah, bit,
I
yeah,
just
bit.
looked
It's
at that
getting
when you're
tight.
drawing. I'm like, oh,
Yes,
yeah,
Jeff.
good time.
Hey, room. Close.
We're a
close,
little heavy.
Close, yeah.
Tight too.
Hard. 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 Okay, you're by.
Heavy. Bump it.
Tighten up that ice a little bit to play the straighter side and had to go to get it by. Does nudge
Sorry.
the Reds, so
Just
now
Biden,
sitting,
Justin?
looks like just 2.
More ice this time, obviously.
Yeah. Maybe it
Gives Dustin a chance to come down that same turn and try to get shot rock in behind cover. Get a quick peek at the clocks, and you can see both teams at or under 5 minutes. Still an end and a half to play.
I thought if anything, you were.
Knew they had to be tight because the other semifinals almost a full end ahead.
But out of your hand, I was like, whoa, and then all of a sudden.
Okay, this one's way more, I think. No, line's good. Close. Room. Close though. How's the weight?
Real
Yep.
good.
Yep. Yep. Line hard. Hard. It's just walking. Hard. Hard. You gotta go. You gotta go. You gotta go. Hard. Holy
Just
crap.
gets by.
Yeah, right in the middle. Right in the middle. Yep. Okay. Whoa. Great.
Slides to mostly back T-line, but he's got the pinhole covered.
There was nowhere there. Wow. Between that guy. It just took a while to kick off there.
No kidding.
15 seconds.
Get it out.
Well,
Right?
Now that yellow at the back, 4 foot makes this
What kind of way do you play?
run a little tougher.
Forward?
Do you want to sweep it?
Yeah.
Do we want to try to hit like 2/3, like still get it stuck right in there?
I think you hit like half.
Okay, I like that.
Try to stick it there.
So that's
So
down
last.
to crunch time over there on sheet 7. That was Ryan Fry's last stone at the end. Of course, they're trying to steal 1 here for the tie and hopefully 2 for the win.
Close.
This will
Just
be
forward.
Brett Gallant's last shot.
Whoa. Yep.
He tried to race takeout on his last attempt, and it overcurled, and he took his own off the 4 foot and left his red shooter over there on the corner. Ryan just attempted to guard.
Disaster on that one. They missed the redstone altogether.
That's right. And Ryan attempted to guard here, so it
on
looks
this
like
side of it, it's
his
better,
guard's
right?
overcurled, and Brett might
Yes.
have an opportunity here to
I try to
at
get
least
to
remove
Yeah.
1 shot and keep a shooter.
Okay. So,
Are they gonna have off the 4? They will.
So this
but
has
if I'm here,
You want to be right here.
yeah. Okay.
Right there.
Okay.
Then
Okay.
if they hit it, we get 3.
Where was I? I was drawing here for. I was drawing there to freeze to that one on the edge of the button, that other end.
Yeah, we've played lots of
So
draws
I think
here.
out here.
You need way out there for sure.
Okay. You think weight's the same, like 50?
Marley's going to look to come in
Yeah. Yeah.
with that
Okay.
same in-turn draw. Sit on the corner of the red, leave it lined up to the yellow. They'll be sitting 2, and that'll leave Laura just the out-turn draw, and she'll have to nudge it a little bit to get shot rock and throw that little bit extra weight to try to score her. This could end up being a steal of 2.
Brett's shot should just be coming into play
really
here. He's
corner on
looking
our
for the come around tap. Does not stay for shot rock, so pressure will be on
Go.
Jocelyn.
Tight, line 2. Go. Line's good. How's the
Help
weight?
them! Help them!
Hard. Okay, right now. Hard.
Well, going to come up a little short on that. Does take away the shot on that side, but removes a little bit of the risk if she decides to try to move that stone now.
I guess bumping's better than.
It's so we can make this. You only need to move it 3 inches.
Good look from that angle, though. You can see that that red stone on the button is slightly overburied on the guard. This has been the straighter side,
Yeah.
although Dustin got great curl on. They just barely got it by the guard. It almost sounded like it caught them off guard on that sweep call.
Wait, look a little soft. Is it?
Close. Whoa.
Back 8.
Whoa.
Play it
No,
tight. Back 8.
no, no. Yep. Whoa.
Back 8.
Yep. Yes!
Now this one's really curling towards that guard as well.
Yep, yep, yep. Whoa.
She's by. Makes contact with the red, but the shooter's going to spill too far, and it's going to be a steal of 1.
So, think so.
And
Try.
did Emma just go through the house? I was watching the other one.
She came up short. She's got a guard. Or did she split? She maybe have hit the outside guard because that back one looks like it's wide open now. So this might be an open hit.
If I was working outside, change the angle and be able to stick. Good throw.
So it is. It's an open hit.
Jocelyn throwing the out turn at it. So after all that work to
Brett
get back
Gallant
into
just
this game.
cleaning this one all the way down. Makes the hit, and that'll be enough to pick up the victory there. Jocelyn Peterman and Brett Gallant move on to the final. One or perhaps two ends left to find out who they're going to play against. Well, Marlies Kasner and Dustin Kalthoff managed to pick up a steal against the power play, so now they've got a little bit easier of a task here. They need to steal one, and they've got the traditional end setup, which is actually set up like a steal.
Yeah, we said we were taking too much ice all the time.
Yeah, okay, I debate. Let's do it. Line's good to tight.
You were nice and here.
How's the weight look?
Don't rush.
It
Feels
looks light.
light.
It looks light.
Help them.
Line's great. All right. Come on.
There's that
good
zone in the
position.
top 8, just in front of the forefoot.
It's a little bit wide.
Good sweep by Marlies on the wrong side with her slider foot there.
I don't think you're heavy this time.
Yep. Room. Yep. Hard!
Really good weight.
Room.
Trying to come around from the other side now.
Might bounce
Yep.
it.
Room.
Not going to get by the red, and leaves a bit of a pocket there at the top of the forefoot.
I really like this, but what are you thinking?
You know,
I thought it was good, sorry.
yeah.
That's good.
Do you want to try that?
I think so.
Okay, just back 4, back 8.
Yeah,
Where do you think? There?
that's close.
How's the weight?
I like the weight.
Okay. Not through?
It's what we want. It's back 8.
I didn't
Gotta
answer
move
the
a
question.
lot. Okay, hit it high. Yep. Yeah, hit it across it.
Trying to look for a plan B. They didn't want to just stuff it on there. Wanted a pocket of the yellows. A little strong and stayed on the
Hey,
outside.
yeah, if it's there.
Too
That
heavy.
does leave a double on the reds as well.
Yep.
But I guess for Team Saskatchewan, as long as you have them not peeling that guard,
Nice and firm.
you still
not
got
too
something to work with.
So looking at the double, I guess the option would be the center guard too, but this removes a lot of up-front danger.
Close. Close. Whoa.
It's the one, comes across, makes contact with that red, and will get it
Hard.
all the way out of the ring. Stays in play, but too far over, too far back to likely be of much use.
Well, if I'm Team Saskatchewan, there's still lots there to work with. Yes, 2 of my stones just went out, but
Yeah, well, there's a
I've
center
got
guard
an
and a rock on the
opportunity.
back of the button.
can't ask for much more.
I think that looks a shade tight to me, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You do have to get shot rock pretty quick, though, or that center guard's going to go away.
Line, you got room. Ton of room.
I just need it to bend.
Curl it, curl it, curl it. It's coming. Help it.
Doesn't want to go. He's a little strong again.
Just a hair, yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
That's okay.
It's going to come to the outside of that and roll off a little bit.
I don't go anywhere though.
She makes it roll.
If I don't roll it, he gets within there. I can't get it out. I need to feel that.
They looked at the
kind of
rock
what
in the
I'm
rings. I'm trying to
going-
figure out why the peel hasn't already
Anything
been
wrong
called
with
yet.
the center guard peel?
Well, and for a couple of reasons. First of all, you hate to leave a center guard, but secondly, that yellow stone at the top of the 8-foot, it's real good rock. If you could use it, you get rid of the center rock, you can use it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the entrance.
Okay, you're okay if it nuts over there?
That's fine. Yep. 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 Right up. Right up. Nice and thin.
Makes the
And
peel.
Jams. Okay,
Watch
shouldn't
the center.
come into play, but you just never know.
Yeah, right there.
I think that's the spot, isn't it?
Yep, I think so.
Got nowhere to go then. Jam's there.
Okay.
Okay.
So our line was going to be decent if
More
we had this.
ice then, because I
Yeah.
was heavy.
Okay.
I got to take about 4 feet off.
Yep.
Maybe give myself some sweeping.
Well, and if he had to, he could chisel in off his own too. He's got to get shot rock here. There's no doubt about that. And needs to have it in a position where they can't get it out. He's got some rocks behind it to work with.
Just a hair less. I don't know if I believe it's going to curl that much out there.
I agree.
I like the weight.
Line's pretty nice. Needs to take a break pretty soon though. There it goes. It's got a curl. It's got a curl.
Still a
mile.
long ways out there, and
Coming.
Still
does
pretty
not
firm
look
weight,
light
too.
either.
Rub ours,
Can I rub?
unfortunately.
Okay, we gotta get to the inside. Roll it off, roll it off.
Kind of gross.
Yeah.
Did
Jeez.
come off of his own, and again, just a little bit strong.
Marlies.
Now I think you want to get in there. Yeah.
Try to nut it here.
Yeah, do you want to sweep me? Thank you.
I'll
Hey.
get up and sweep that.
Okay, kind of weight you throw in.
Just want to make sure if I nose they're not shot. If I nose if they're not shot. I think we're still shot if I nose it. We'll try to just.
Try to get a little inside. I think it's
Yeah.
real good.
I don't want to throw it too hard. Like I'm thinking 4 feet.
Just edge to edge, I think, so that if they make this, we have that.
Board weight.
Okay.
This is a great shot if you make it too, but I'm almost surprised he's not playing the slash on the one at the top of the 8-foot. If you make that slash, the whole top of the 4-foot's wide open with the last rock.
Well, he didn't disagree with Laura, but then she said, I think we've got to get here first.
Oh,
Just board.
got a curl. Got a
Okay.
curl. It's really got a curl. Got a curl, Jeff. Got a curl, 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 got a curl. Go.
Well, he thought if he hit the nose that they'd be shot. I don't think they are.
They're coming there, right?
I just didn't want to overdo it. I knew it wasn't heavy, so.
Well, the problem is if you get to here, isn't it just anywhere on the outside for the wind?
That might bounce off. A little higher. I'm gonna be out here, I guess. I'm not gonna bury. I gotta come in there, right?
No, you don't.
What else?
I just-
are you
Oh,
thinking?
we'll call our timeout, by the way.
Yeah, time out.
Well, if you guard this one, if you guard this, she's got to draw the can, doesn't she?
Well, she has backing. But
Well, so?
Okay.
Well, she would get shot rock with the backing.
And she could
She has
she
this.
could hit this, but if she ever hits it slightly thin,
But if she hits it to here, kind of half guard in between the two? Do you like that the best?
Not really.
Like, this is, she won't play that. She'll play the draw. If I guard any part of this and any part of that,
You could throw.
I don't want to throw that.
Yeah, that's a great call if you make
think?
it, but if you touch the red on the way by, you might not
It's
even have to throw the last
Really low percentage chance shot.
one. Yeah.
I think Marlene's initial
We're
instincts
one
to
for sure.
Yeah.
get in
I
there
don't
on
think
the
I'm a fan
Let's
of
throw
that.
the
end turn.
guard. And I think if we split those,
You can, if you draw here,
Might be-
it's not very good, right? Because she just hits
That's
this on the outside.
That yellow tab
Yeah.
is almost
Okay.
unmissable. to get a
This
piece
is
of the
her
button.
easiest shot, isn't it?
yeah. But she has this anywhere too, other than high. But she nosed it. She's got.
Okay, we'll call our other timeout then.
Do you think?
Or we, well, let's just make sure we're thinking this all right.
What happens if we just
Yeah, then it's hard. Then her shot's
anywhere on
harder.
this line? I think. Right?
Then she probably throws a draw, doesn't
She's
she?
throwing the draw, and that's what we want her to throw, right?
It
That's
is
not
what
her
we
to
want
shot.
to throw, yeah.
Okay. So how do we get here? Just
Okay, so right about here.
just about biting center, not quite. Yep. I need a fat rock. Okay.
That's the ideal one.
What
And we're
target?
not better to
Two
go
shots
in,
with
right?
one
Let's
stone.
just
I don't
be
know.
sure. No,
No.
because you got to get enough. She can't just do this.
Right.
So you got to be here,
then she has a whole
and then she
pocket.
just has the pocket.
Okay.
Which turn do you want?
I don't know.
It's probably easier to make it with this turn,
Cut
or is
across.
it easier to make it with this turn? It's easier to make it with this turn. This turn goes straighter. I think you need more than that.
You do?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Well,
Yeah,
there.
I think that's cool.
Okay. Yeah, not quite grab center. Okay.
The dilemma for the Saskatchewan team here is right now, Laura Crocker's really got 3 shots, and
It's nice.
they can
right
only
here
take
'cause
one of them
it's a
away.
nice
Sure is. Oh, it's
penis.
beautiful way
So
here,
we'll
yeah.
try and go 2, 3.
a lot of times
Yeah,
when you're in that
there's nothing wrong with
situation,
either one.
you'd
I
like to
think
try
a
to
3 is
sit
probably
2
better
then,
than
but
2.
in order to sit 2, you actually give her an easier shot.
I know it's
Middle
so
of the
tempting to get in there.
Cross.
But when you can't take away everything, you want to sit 2 and try to make something work out for you that way. But again, they
That's all
looked
that.
at that. And
Isn't it?
Well, it came down to
Mine's
what did
good.
they want to leave her, and this draw, even with a
Gotta
little bit of
curl a
backing,
bit.
is- they figured
Where's
the
the
toughest
weight?
of the shots out there.
3.
It's got to
I don't know
curl.
if that was as much a factor.
Gotta
as they figured.
curl.
This
Hard.
one's just too easy to leave.
Hard!
There's too much leeway on this shot. She could hit it just about anywhere.
Yep. Yep. Hard! Hard! Further, 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 hard!
That's pretty good. She took away the one they were most worried about.
A hair more curl.
That's awful good.
Yeah.
Well, there's certainly leeway on this
Hair more curl.
It's
draw
wide.
also, but
I kind of like.
I don't recurl it though.
Whatever way you want, like you can throw probably half of it safe, but I don't think you want to throw that quite that much.
Back
I'm
line.
thinking like back house.
Good sweep.
back house and
Back
say
deep,
that's
back
2
12.
options, because even if it overcurls and
Probably back 12.
spins that
put
front
my
one
weight
in,
on it.
The other
we've
one
got that plan
Put it
B
down
option.
Middle 4.
It's usually a little bit straighter, so
Just have to
No,
hope
I'd
is
say-
the opposition that
Okay.
steps up the weight
Middle
just a
for
little
you.
bit too much and catches the straight path.
you can hit it anywhere high.
Okay, so just back.
Lots of room
12.
for error on this shot.
Back 12, edge of 4.
Yeah.
Speed's good.
Okay. Easy.
Probably back line.
Easy.
Back line.
Whoa, Jeff.
Okay, back line.
No.
Try to hit it on the nose.
Whoa. Curl a bit. Curl.
Got a
Curl.
curl. This should come from the hog line in. She comes down, gets 3/4 of that, taps it onto the red, and that will be 3. And that's more than enough to pick up the victory. Laura Crocker and Jeff Walker will move on to the final, where they will play Jocelyn Peterman and Brett Gallant. We will have that final for you at 4 o'clock. We want to thank everyone once again for being with us this afternoon. We'll look forward to seeing you again at 4 o'clock, and looking forward to a great matchup, and another one of those matchups you like to see, Susan, with the teammates facing off against one another.
So long.